Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today you and I are going to be choosing my March TBR with a very special guest. And this is our special guest. Definitely her nap time, so she's probably going to be very mad at me for this, but we are going to be having Miss Stella choose my March TBR. I thought it'd be fun to see what books Stella would choose for my TBR, mainly because Stella is my reading buddy. Anytime that I'm reading, she's always laying by me. So I thought, let's choose my March TBR together with her. She's a very food motivated dog, and my idea is I'm going to take two books and put a treat on both of them, and whichever one she goes to is what's going to be on our TBR. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am not a monthly TBR person. I used to do like seasonal TBRs, but I haven't done that for a while, or at least I haven't like stuck to it. Right now, my only goals with reading, I have two of them. One, I want to shrink down my physical TBR. This is not a huge physical TBR, especially in the realms of like people who make bookish content. It's getting to be a lot for me. Some of the books have been on there for a really long time. So my goal in March is to shrink down my physical TBR because I really want to refresh it with new books that really excite me. And also, goal two is just to read in general. I'm in a really bad book slump right now, and I'm really struggling to pick up books in the first place. So I just really want to get to the point where I want to read and I'm excited to read, and that I'm reading my physical books. I'm thinking we will have her choose 3 books. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, especially when like most booktubers choose like 8 books on their physical TBR, but I want to make it realistic that I will actually be able to get to the books while also reading what I want to read when I want to read it. We are going to choose 6 books to pair together so that she can choose our TBR. So my first idea, I'm gonna kind of pair books together that make sense together. So my first pairing of books that I'm going to be doing are sort of weather-related dystopias. So the first one is going to be Parable of the Sower or Sower. I don't know which way to say it, I'm sorry. And then the other one is going to be Yours for the Taking by Gabrielle Korn. This one has been on my physical TBR for a little bit longer, but honestly, either one I would be okay with if she chooses. So these are going to be the first 2 that we have her choose from. Realistically, I don't want to read either of these books this month, but they make sense to go together, and I do want to get them off of my physical TBR. We are gonna have Stella choose between Tell Me Lies or One Day. I know these aren't necessarily similar, but they're both sort of romance, more so just fiction stories. So we're gonna have her choose between either of these. I don't really want to read either of these this month, but I do want to get them off of my physical TBR, so we'll have her choose between these 2. Now I could do 2 things. I could either have her choose between YA books, or I could have her choose between romance books. Kind of want to go for the romance books. We'll do the romance books. We'll switch it up a little bit just because I already kind of have dystopia on the physical TBR. No matter what she chooses, she's gonna choose a dystopia book. Ooh, but Tell Me Lies and One Day are technically romances, slightly. But they're not like romances. We'll have her choose between YA. So her choices for YA will be between Their Vicious Games and then also Scythe? I don't know how to say this one. This one I think is more dystopia, and then I think this one is going to be more like magical, dark academia fantasy. Okay, so these are going to be all of the books that she will choose between. She's a very food motivated dog, so I do think she's going to go to both of the books to get the treat. I know she's going to do that, but we will just have to try and catch which one she goes to first. So we will start out with these 2 books and see what she chooses. She's already joining me in my room. I don't have any of the treats. We are gonna place the books in my room, and then we will catch which one she chooses. Okay, I just tricked her to leave my room. Also, yes, I have a baby gate because I don't have a door to my room, so she has to be blocked off from my room somehow when I'm at work. We are gonna take some treats and put them on the books. They're both an equal distance away from the entrance, and let's see which one she's gonna choose. Or just go straight to the bag of treats. I don't think she realizes that there are treats right there. Oh, maybe. Okay, you're sitting, which is so good, but treats. Mamas, do you see them? Do you see the treats? Yeah! Good job! Good job! So this is gonna be on our TBR. I think this is gonna be fun to her now because like she knows that there's a game kind of going on. Anyways, next two books we're gonna choose between are the YA books. Put them both on the ground, put a treat at both of them. It took her a while to notice that this was going on, so I don't know. She will notice right away what we're doing. You ready, mamas? Okay, going straight to the treat bag. You gotta choose one. Okay, their vicious games will be added to our TBR. We're gonna do our last one. Okay, mamas, we gotta go out again. I don't know if she's just choosing only from this side. Last two books that Stella is gonna choose between Tell Me Lies and One Day. Let's see what she chooses. Honestly, I would be okay if she ignored it, but I know she's not going to. Okay. Oh, and she went to the same spot. And that's the winner. Oh, and she literally just dove her head in the bag of treats and just ate from it. Okay, we'll put these away. So now that we have our official March TBR, let's talk about the books. So first off, we have Gabrielle Korn's Yours for the Taking. I've had this book on my physical TBR for a while. I believe this one is going to be a futuristic dystopian society where they live in, I think it's like an underground bunker. Our main character lands her dream job, but then she realizes the person that she's working for isn't who she thought they were. In this book, there is LGBTQ representation. I'm just very intrigued by this one. I don't think I've heard anyone ever talk about this, so fingers crossed that it's good. Next, we have a book that I've been putting off reading. There's bits of a treat on it now. I've been putting off reading this for a while. I actually started reading it and then I stopped, but we are going to have to read it this month because Stella chose it. We are going to be reading One Day by David Nichols. I've never watched the Netflix show. All I know is it's very depressing and it's about like a 10-year plus situationship. That's really all I know about it. But I am excited that at the end of this month, hopefully I will have this off of my TBR. So good choice there. And then the last book that Miss Stella chose, I am excited for. She chose a newer book of mine. This is Their Vicious Games. This is about our main character, Adina, and she really needed to get into like the scholarship program to go to a school. And basically that ended up falling through. So she's blacklisted from being able to get into the school, but there is this competition thing where 12 people are selected and the winner will end up being granted a scholarship to go to the school. But it's very quickly found out that it's kind of like a life or death situation. So I'm excited for this one as well. Yeah, those are the three books that we have on our March TBR. I know it's not a huge TBR, but given how many books I've read in February, this is ambitious. I guess you'll have to stick around in March to see what I get up to, what videos these books are in. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.